Kristen, you're probably the most experienced safety back there. Do you feel like you need to take on a leadership role?
Yes, sir. It's really the reason I came back was to, be able to spread my wings to the young guys. Like you said, I'm in the leadership role now. It's a different spot. It's a little bit different without having, Terrell, PD, JT. But yeah, I wanted to come back, leave a legacy, man. The young guys behind me, I want to build them up, get them as ready as I can possible so they can produce in the game.
What's that been like training at a couple other spots? What position specifically were you last year?
Okay, so last year I was the weak safety.
Now you're training at the other two, right?
Yeah, now I'm training at the other two. So I'm playing JT's spot last year,
right.
And then I'm playing a little bit of star too. I'm mixing, but like you said, it's good training the other two. It's good expanding my football knowledge. Every day I come in, try to work, and just try to learn the system so I can help everybody else around us so we can play sound ball in the back end.
Is that going to make everybody more versatile, that everybody can play those spots?
Yes, sir, most definitely. Versatility is something that Coach Wheat's preaching. He teaches us all three safety positions so we all can just plug and play wherever.
Does a lot change just in terms of what you guys do daily in practice based on Coach Wheat coming in?
I'll say a little bit. Like, the Indy's different. Each coach that comes in, each position coach, they bring in their own drills. But for the most part, the fundamentals of football are the same. So we practice, we practice tackling, we practice block disengagement, stuff like that.
What were your initial impressions of Coach Wheat?
Oh, man, Coach Wheat's super hard worker, man. That's the first thing that jumps out whenever I think about him. He puts a lot of work behind the scenes that all of us on defense and special teams appreciate.
Sounds like he wants to make you perfect
yep.
in everything you do.
Yep.
That's a hard thing to live up to, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, it was kind of hard for me to accept that too, because Wheat's so hard on me. It's like every step, every little eye discipline, all that has to be perfect with him for you to grade out high on his rep sheet. So, but it's good. It's gonna help us a lot in the long run.
What are the impressions about what the young guys look like?
Oh man, the young guys really stepping up, man. The young guys are so good, man. It makes me want to step up my game. Like, make sure I got to have my stuff good. Like them two right there. Devin, Snacks, the other Devin Lemire. They all making plays, man. They all flying around, and I think we're gonna be good.
Are there things you see in practice, or qualities that they have, where you watch them and you're like, oh, that reminds me of that guy that I played with, or that guy?
Yeah, but like Snacks is kind of his own player. He's a little bit different than Petrie in the sense that he can cover a little bit better. So we're gonna use him like in different ways. And Devin kind of remind me of myself too. Real physical guy, real smart guy. And then the other Devin Lemire, he's real rangy. I really like his game too. So I try to take things from each of them, and then I also try to teach them some of my skills and knowledge that I've learned over the years of playing football. Help them out that way.
Is there anything in particular you can learn from Petrie from last year in the way that he kind of handled that leadership role that you can take into this season?
Yeah, Petrie was so special, man. He came in every day. He worked so hard. And, I don't think anybody can replicate what he did, but we can take his work ethic, how he came in every day. He took notes. He stayed extra. He took care of his body. He practiced like a pro. He did everything like a pro. So I say a lot of us, we're still trying to build up our legacy till we can get to PD's level, but it's just good having somebody like that who we can look back on, look what he did, and help us out that way.
Go ahead, Jared.
Christian, with all those guys that you played with leaving, how close did you come to deciding, hey, this is my time too to go to the NFL?
Not really, because I didn't finish the year how I wanted to finish, so I knew that I wanted to come back and correct some things, and I knew that it was gonna be my time soon. With all the guys, I feel like last year, I was more of a guy who was like, I'm just gonna do my job. I'm gonna let them make plays. But this year, I'm more thinking like, I got to be that playmaker now, man. I got to make these plays. Like I'm a dog. I gotta get in there. I got to make these plays. So I think it's just more of an opportunity for me to go out there and show my true skills because I feel like I'm the best safety in the Big 12. So I got to come out here and show that.
Coach talked about kind of wanting to sacrifice things for what it can bring in 4 or 5 months. And you mentioned even like earlier this week not going out and partying with all the other students so you can focus on this. How easy or difficult is that to do as college kids to, in the end, to do that?
Yeah, I say for me, it's not that difficult because I'm kind of a loner anyway. Like, I like to stay by myself. Like, I know for D, I stayed in. I was tired after practice. I took a whole bunch of reps. I just wanted to get home and watch the film. But like you said, like regular college athletes or students, it is kind of hard because, you know, you take in a distraction that's outside and really just, I mean, I just say it's hard just in general just because the distractions around, man. We got to keep the main thing the main thing.